Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anneli and on this channel I talk about minimalism, zero waste, simple living and saving money. Recently I posted a video talking about my biggest zero waste mistakes, and today I would like to share which zero waste practices I still do that help me save money and are better for the environment. I believe that they are all such things that are quite easy to incorporate in your everyday life. The first one is really easy, and it's using your own reusable shopping bags. I'm still surprised that I see so many people buying plastic bags in the store versus taking your own reusable bag with you. Yes, those plastic bags are not expensive, but they take forever to biodegrade and they're really bad for the environment. And I feel that tote bags are given out constantly whenever you go to a conference or you attend some event. Quite often they give some kind of cotton tote bag, and there is no excuse for not using tote bags considering how available they are. The next thing that I do to save money is cooking our own food. We always cook our own food rather than go out to eat or have takeouts. Takeouts come with disposable dishes, and eating out at a restaurant can be quite expensive. And here where we live, we don't even have many options where we could eat vegan food. So we really prefer to cook our own food. Whenever we go on a road trip or on a hike, we take our own food with us. Sometimes it's just a simple sandwich, other times it's proper vegan meal. I also have food thermos, so my food stays warm longer. I also prepare our own peanut butter, which saves me quite a lot of money because we consume a lot of peanut butter. And another thing that I make is our own homemade granola. Store-bought granola is very expensive. A little package is around 4 or 5 euros, which is just way too much, especially if you like to eat granola regularly. And it's really easy to prepare, and I know exactly what the ingredients go inside. And preparing it at home saves me quite a lot of money. The third thing that we do is buying larger containers of laundry and dish detergent. Buying them in the larger container means less smaller plastic containers, and also cheaper price per liter. And my fourth tip for saving money is buying less household chemicals. For example, I use dish detergent also for cleaning the floors and cleaning other surfaces in my home besides just the dishes. And also vinegar I use for cleaning the windows, mirrors, and also as a softener instead of buying separate fabric softener. And I know that many people don't like the smell of vinegar. I personally don't mind it. I think the smell disappears rather fast, and I prefer it more than actual cleaning product smells. I find that they are too strong for me, and I just don't like using those. All this means that I buy less plastic bottles. It's better for the environment, it's better for my health, and it also saves me money. The next thing that we do is that we buy bar soap instead of liquid hand soap. I find that it lasts so much longer, it's better for the environment, and it's gentler on my hands, and it's also cheaper. And the bar soap I also use for shaving, so this means that I don't need to buy separate shaving foam or a shaving cream. The next thing that helps me save money is using all kinds of reusable products. For example, I have reusable menstrual underwear and pads, and also cleaning cloths made of old t-shirts and cloth napkins, and also reusable makeup remover pads. The initial cost of these items can be high, but if you use these things regularly, then the cost per use ends up cheaper. And another thing that we do is that we borrow things if it's something that we need only a few times per year. For example, I don't want to own a steam cleaner, but it can be really useful for cleaning the bathroom grout or cleaning the tiles. But it takes up so much space, so I really don't want to own it. And it's also very expensive. And also the tools, we rarely need them, and we only own few screwdrivers. which is enough in most cases, but once in a while when we need something more, then we always borrow it. And also, of course, books. I rather prefer to borrow them from the library than to own them, because I know that most likely I don't want to read them more than once. And since the gift giving season is coming up, then another thing that we do is reusing gift bags. Gift bags often still look good after one use, so I find it very wasteful to just throw it away immediately afterwards. So a few times when we have needed to buy a gift bag, I'm quite surprised how expensive they are, considering that they are generally meant for holding an item for a short while and then basically you're supposed to throw it away. The next thing I do to save money is making sure that my clothes last as long as possible. That means that I don't use dryer. Previously I never had owned a dryer, but in this apartment I have a washer-dryer combo. But so far I have never used it. Initially I was thinking that if I ever need to dry something really quickly, then I might use it. But at this point, half a year later, I haven't felt the need to use it. And I think that hang drying my clothes makes them last so much longer than if I were to use dryer. And also I have a very small sewing kit. So whenever I have a small hole in my clothes, I try to fix it so that they last a bit longer. And the last thing that I do is I don't spend money on storage containers. My apartment came with a lot of storage cabinets, but I don't feel the need to organize everything in them perfectly in different storage containers. I really like wooden baskets and I generally find handmade baskets really beautiful, but I don't feel the need to buy them for myself because I think it would be quite expensive for me to organize everything in the cupboards in these baskets. Instead, what I do is using old shoe boxes and also boxes that came with electronics. And for the kitchen, I like to use glass jars. I like that I can easily recycle them when I don't need them anymore. So these were 9 very easy zero waste practices that help me save money in my everyday life. There are probably more things that I do, but these were just some that I came up with now. I would like to know your best practices for living more zero waste and saving money, because I would always like to learn how to live more eco-friendly way. Thank you so much for being here and see you next time. Bye bye!